Si Mungu saidia, store yetu ilikuwa ndani kule, unaona, ndio maana kuna vitu kama vya mbao miko hivi imesalimika kidogo. Lakini hasara tunapata kubwa sana. Hivi ni vitu vilivyokuwa tu store tu, lakini vitu vimeharibika sana. Kwa hiyo ndio katika wakati ya kuokoa na hatujui na vipeleka wapi. Bali vitoke humu ili mambo mengine yaendelee.
Ndani huko hatari, mali zote zimeungua yani. Sisi tulikuwa na meza yetu hapo tunauza radio, TV, lakini ndio kama hivyo vitu vyote vimeungua.
Tunapozungumza na wewe, hatujapata eneo lolote ambalo linatufaa kwa biashara. Tumeenda Machinga Complex, ile eneo limesaulika kabisa na mkoa, kwa sababu ukiliona limebaki kama gofu. Ukipanda kule juu ni uwanja ulioko plain, hakuna vizimba, hakuna sehemu zimekatwa, hakuna umeme.
Kagera Regional Commissioner Major General Charles Mbuge has assured citizens in the region that the infection rate of the coronavirus in the region is still small, but stressed on the need of adhering to prevention guidelines given by the Ministry of Health in order to curb the infections.
Kweli hali ya COVID kwa mkoa wa Kagera.
The status of COVID-19 for Kagera region is not that huge, but COVID still exists. As a region, we have taken the following precautions. We have formed a committee that will be educating some of the institutions that exist within our region and passing through various districts and looking at the situation in those districts, but we also set standards for testing immigrants. Ask them if the guest has a COVID or not. We have asked these border people to wear masks while carrying passengers. Let's go back to the late Magufuli's statement that we should put God first. These others are just government directives for the protection of its citizens. People are told it's a normal thing. People are still uneducated. We need to be more educated. The police force in Songa region has arrested 6 suspects alleged to be followers of the opposition party Chadema for carrying out an arson attack on 2 CCM local government officers in Tunuma town and for threatening the lives of 2 councillors as they demanded the release of a member of the party who have been jailed.
Dirisha la kwanza wakagonga. Dirisha la pili nikaona karibu dirisha ambako nimelala kuamka kuangalia nikuta madirisha yote yameshabongonyolewa yote yako chini. Wakaniandikia na bango mlangoni wakasema we demu mhakikishe mnawatoa watu wetu ndani mliowafunga.
Vice President Dr. Philip Mbango has directed the Ministry of Home Affairs to stop harassing residents in Kigoma living in border areas on their nationality. Addressing residents in the region, he directed the Immigration Department and members of the Parliament to sit together and see how to address nationality challenges. The issue of citizenship. Citizens from this region should be researched without humiliating the people of Kigoma just because they are from the border. I'm not saying stop them from investigating who is not a citizen, who is a refugee, who is an illegal immigrant. Do not bother the citizens just because they come from Kigoma. You find them queuing at NIDA offices for up to 3 months without success. This national workforce that wants to deal with family problems instead of taking a long time to go to NIDA offices, please see how you can help us. I urge fellow citizens to give out needed cooperation. A resident from Bezi Makabe, Dar es Salaam, identified as Hamisi Abdallah, was burned to death after his lover named Mamushi set her house on fire. The District Commissioner for Bungo has said that the young woman has been arrested and investigation on the incident is underway.
Aliyechoma nyumba ni binti ambaye alikuwa anafanya kazi mtaani humu.
The one who blazed the house was a lady working in the street. And even the deceased is our fellow in the neighborhood. He was a very hard-working young man. Cause of the incident is one lady by the name of Nema. Nema has killed my young brother. I last met my brother in the afternoon while on his way to Mbezi Makabe at his office.
Hapana, hana tatizo la kiakili kwa hatua za mwanzo za kiuchunguzi zilizowasilishwa kwangu na jeshi la polisi.
The accused is mentally fit, but unfortunately she was not in good terms with her ex-boyfriend after the guy started a new relationship elsewhere, so she decided to revenge. Everything else will be discovered in court.
May his soul rest in peace. And that is the end of the national news. International news comes next after the break.
Are you ready for some great news? I'm Christine Mundwa.
And I am Eddie Micah Jr. with the brand new DW News Africa,
The show that tackles the issues shaping the continent.
now with more time to offer an in-depth look at all the trends that matter to you.
What's making the headlines and what's behind them?
We're on the streets to give you in-depth reports and insights.
DW News Africa.
Welcome back, and now in international news. Leaders and residents of Kasese district west of Uganda have urged the government in the country to address challenges caused by floods which have destroyed infrastructures in various areas, including Kilembe mines.
But as I talk now, we are waiting.
When water levels goes down, then people will be allowed to pass.
Our officers will close it.
World Vision offices have also been affected by floods. Our offices are closed. People have no shelter, no food. Half of the village has been swept away by floods.
South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa has said that the deadly violence and looting that have rocked South Africa for the past week were planned. More on the report.
He made the allegations during his first visit to areas affected by the worst unrest in the country's post-apartheid era. At least 117 people have died, some shot and others killed in looting stampedes. President Ramaphosa did admit, however, that his government could have acted quicker to prevent the unrest and expressed concerns about growing racial tensions in KwaZulu-Natal. The protests broke out a day after former President Jacob Zuma began a 15-month jail term after refusing to testify in a corruption investigation.
Many Rwandan citizens turned up at the upcountry bus terminal in Kigali to board buses that will take them to their regions after the government announced the COVID-19 lockdown in Kigali and 8 other districts in the country. The lockdown measures come into effect on Saturday.
I'm happy to go back home. I was scared of continuing living in Kigali without any job. I could have died from hunger.
Naishukuru serikali kukubali kututafutia usafiri siku hizi.
I am grateful to the government for accepting to give us free transport at these times of lockdown. I'm happy to go back to my village with no chances of facing hunger. The aim of lockdown is to reduce spread of coronavirus. We shall uplift lockdown when transmission rate of the disease.
Fugitive police killer Caroline Kangogo, wanted for murder, has reportedly committed suicide inside her parents' home in Nyawa Elgeyo Marakwet in Kenya. Rift Valley Regional Police Commissioner George Natembeya confirmed the shocking conclusion to the story of a killer policewoman who made headlines after killing 2 men and eluding the police.
Mshangao. Tumestuka kama familia kwa sababu tulikuwa tumesema juzi aserende ili tujue kiini cha yale maneno aliyowafanya. So tumestuka sana kuona amekuja mpaka nyumbani kumpata pale kwa pafu kama amejua. Hatuna maneno mengine. Tunasema tu tunawachia Mungu mambo yote kwa sababu hatujui ni nini ilisumbua Chemtai mpaka akafanya ile kitendo alifanya na kufanya kitendo ya kujiua.
Ripoti kwamba marehemu alipatikana akiwa ameaga katika bathroom. Mama yake mzazi alipokuwa anaenda kuosha bathroom akapata mwili akawa amepiga risasi. Marehemu ofisa polisi mwenzake na akaua Nakuru na baadaye ikapatikana kwamba aliua mwingine huko juu.
And that is the end of international news. Business comes next after the break.
Tune in to Business Edition and meet business leaders and experts who keep you informed on business and economic developments taking place in the country, such as tourism, construction, energy, transport, mining, agriculture, communication, banking, real estate, and more. Business Edition on Friday at 8:15 p.m. only on Capital Television.
Welcome back, and now in business news. Mabibo Beer Wines and Spirit Company, through its Windhoek Beer, has launched a 3-month campaign called National Promotion, which aims to give back to the community. The promotion will enable consumers to win various cash prizes.
Tuna mkanganyiko mkubwa.
The process is simple. Buy a bottle of beer, open the lid, and discover what is hidden inside it. If you have won, then there are special places to take the lead. The prizes range from 30,000, 60,000, 10,000, 6,000, and 3,000 shillings. The more you drink, the more you get chances of winning. This campaign will be ongoing for 3 months.
Crown promotion. Tumeileta kupa fursa ya kuweza kuonja bia yetu.
This grand promotion is an opportunity for many to taste our beer. We welcome everybody to join Pure Beer Society.
Yule ambaye anaopen na bia, ogopa unaingia baa unakunywa bia unapiga hela.
Rice farmers in Ulanga, Kilombero and Malinyi District, Morogoro region have started to benefit from a project that aims to increase production as well as competition in the market.
Before this project, we used to harvest between 18 to 20 sacks, but after introduction of this project, 30 to 40 sacks are harvested. We have managed to reduce wasting of rice after learning new harvesting techniques.
Inakadiriwa kwamba upotevu ni kati ya 10% mpaka 30%.
Reports have revealed that there was a waste of the crop from 10 to 30%, a loss during harvest, and traditional methods of processing rice, which is a very big challenge to many farmers. The aim of this project is to help farmers reduce losses and allow farmers increase income.
Kuanzisha mradi huu ili kuweza kusaidia jamii iweze kupunguza huo upotevu, walau kile kidogo kinachovunwa kiweze kuhifadhiwa.
That's it for the business news. Sports comes next after the break.
Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment of going away. Gay trying to go with him, and he's being dragged through to second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment of going away. Gay trying to go with him, and he's being dragged through to second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. He did lose to Lynn.
Welcome back, and now in sports news. Simba Sports Club striker John Boko and head coach Didier Gomez de Rosa have been crowned the best in the Mainland Premier League for the month of June. Here's more.
The towering striker and the French tactician won their respective awards after beating their closest opponents during the exercise held on Friday. Boko was named the best player following his display for the Msimbazi Giants, where he managed to score 3 goals from 3 matches and helped the team to maintain their top spot in the 18-team league table. The 31-year-old was voted the best of the month ahead of Faisal Salum of Yanga Sports Club and Eid Selamani Nado of Azam FC.
Tyson Fury's World Heavyweight title defense against Wilder, originally scheduled for 24th July, has officially been postponed after Fury tested positive for coronavirus. Here are more details.
It was reported last week that Fury had contracted COVID-19, with the news confirmed on Thursday by the British boxer's US-based promoter Top Rank on Thursday. The fight will now take place on 9th of October at the same venue, the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Wilder's manager, Shelley Finkel, said, "This is what we went to arbitration for. He just wanted what was owed to him. He remains ready to reclaim his world title on 9th of October. Fury first met Wilder in December 2018 at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, outboxing Wilder for most of the night, but suffering knockdowns in the 9th and 12th rounds to settle for a split draw, which allowed Wilder to hold on to the WBC heavyweight belt.
Police have arrested 4 people over alleged racist abuse directed at England football players online, while warning other perpetrators that they will be tracked down. Here's more.
After England's Euro 2020 final defeat to Italy on Sunday, 3 black players, Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho and Bukayo Saka, were targeted with racist abuse after missing penalties during the match. Those detained included a 42-year-old man arrested on Wednesday by Shire Constabulary on suspicion of displaying threatening, abusive or insulting written material that is likely to stir up racial hatred. Greater Manchester Police arrested a 37-year-old man on suspicion of an offence under the Malicious Communications Act, and West Mercia Police detained a 50-year-old man on suspicion of inciting racial hatred.
Luis Felipe Vieira, who suspended his duties as president of Benfica last week after being detained as part of an investigation into alleged tax fraud and money laundering, has resigned. Here's more.
Vieira, who ran the club for 18 years, said in a letter to the chairman of the board that he was no longer in a position to carry out his duties after his arrest. 72-year-old Vieira was taken into custody on 7th of July for questioning over deals worth more than 100 million euros that may have caused large losses to the state and several companies, public prosecutors said. 3 other people who were also detained for questioning, namely Vieira's son, Tiago, the businessman Jose Antonio dos Santos, known as the Chicken King, and the agent Bruno Macedo, have been released on bail.
And our sports item ends our news bulletin for tonight. Thank you for watching and good night.